What's going down, AP government people? We got video number 26 for you today. This one's on the Senate. It's a good one. You know it'll appear on the exam. So let's get going. All right, Senate brief intro. How many members are there in the Senate? You know this. Do some simple math. That's right, 102 per state. So I live in New York State, and my senators are Kirsten Gillibrand and Chuck Schumer. Special powers given to the Senate include they approve presidential appointments and treaties, and they're also the jury in an impeachment trial. Remember, the House is the one that votes to impeach a federal official. The Senate, they're actually the jury. They will vote yes for removal or no for not removal of a person. And the vice president is the president of the Senate, and they vote in case of a tie. So Mike Pence is the current president of the Senate, and he actually cast his first tie-breaking vote on the nomination of the Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos. It was a 50-50 tie, and he was called in to break the vote. So the vice president occasionally, does not happen often, but they can be called in to break a tie. Members serve for 6 years, unlike the House, who serve for 2, and essentially 1/3 of the Senate is elected every 2 years. So it's not that every 6 years the entire Senate is up for re-election. It is scattered, 1/3 every 2 years. Senators, as you know, they were originally elected by state legislatures until the 17th Amendment. I remember this. Senators and 17 both begin with the spelling S-E. Incumbents, they don't have the same advantage as House members do, at least not the overwhelming advantage, because they serve a larger, more diverse group of people. That's not to say that incumbency is not important in the Senate. It is, just not as much as it is in the House of Representatives. Some important committees to know. We have the Finance Committee. This is similar to the Ways and Means Committee in the House, and the Foreign Relations Committee. This is the committee that sets confirmation hearings for State Department officials. So they play a very, very important role. More committees will be discussed in the next video. Voting in the Senate. Okay, something that is unique in the Senate is a filibuster. Make sure you know this. It's bolded, circle, star, whatever you have to do this bad boy to make sure you know it's committed to memory. This allows members to delay proposed legislation or a bill by essentially talking it to death. And in Strom Thurmond in 1957, he was against the civil rights bill that was on the floor of the Senate. So he talked for 24 hours and 18 consecutive minutes. This is not something that can be done in the House, only in the Senate, where senators can continue to talk and talk and talk about anything to delay voting on a bill. Apparently, he actually talked about his grandmother or aunt's biscuit recipe over this 24 hours and 18 minutes. So if a party is against a specific bill or a law, the filibuster can be used. The cloture motion is tied into the filibuster. This is also bolded, and make sure you know this. This allows an end to a filibuster. So if 60 members of Congress say, you know what, let's bring this bill to a vote, the filibuster is over. So if there's 59 people who are in favor of the cloture motion, filibusters can't continue it. Where 60 members have to agree to end a filibuster. And this is rarely used to break a filibuster. As a result, individual senators, they can have much more influence over legislation than one member of the House of Representatives. In the Senate, we have majority and minority leaders. We have Mitch McConnell, the majority leader of the Republicans from Kentucky. From my state of New York, Chuck Schumer, he is the minority leader of the Senate. And they help influence committee appointments, they make schedules, and they are also the spokesperson for their party in the Senate. And just like the House, there's also whips, and there is the majority and minority whips. And they help gain support or opposition to bills. They count votes before a bill comes to the floor, and they're really the rallying point for the party in the Senate. Okay, we'll finish up with some test tips for you. For multiple choice, definitely know the filibuster and the cloture motion. And for free response questions, you could see something about House versus Senate rules. All right, guys, I mentioned in the past 2 videos committees. The next one, we will explore congressional committees, video number 27. Thank you for watching. Best of luck this year, and have a good day.